We good, right? Future Legends Podcast, episode 52. Back in the studio. We got Sid today.
Yup.
First time guest, we got Josh. Introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on? I'm Josh, hanging out with these boys over here, teaching them a little bit about boxing.
All right, before we get into the boxing talk, Friday night and Saturday afternoon, Kendrick and Drake was wilding. So, we got to talk about that before we talk about boxing. I'm going to just say, after the last track, the last one that came out, what is it? Not Like Us? Who's up right now, Drake or Kendrick?
Man, Kendrick. By
100%.
body. Barry Drake. I don't see him coming out that coffin.
But that's what I was about to ask you. Do you think he could fight back? I'm going to ask you first, Sid. What you think he could do?
I mean, he could try to fight back. And I feel like he'll get another track on top of that, get knocked out again. It's over. Just give up. Fight. You got fighting for real now.
Josh, how you feel?
I feel like you better put another 100K in the streets.
He got to find,
200K.
He got to find something. I think Drake could drop some shit that could be hot, but I just don't think Kendrick is going to stop. I think no matter what he do, I think Kendrick pen is too crazy. It's like, all right, I'm going to write some shit. I feel like Kendrick probably got a journal, a whole bunch of shit to say. Yeah. So he's like, all right, I'm going to make 10 bars out of this line, 10 bars out of this line. And
nothing Drake can do right now besides fighting for real. Like, he got fight for real.
Y'all saw the tapes of them in boxing, though.
Yeah, he don't want to box Kendrick. He don't want to box Kendrick.
Who's boxing?
We ain't gonna get into too much because we know people that train these people.
I know people that train these people. Drake don't want to box. Yeah. Drake don't want to box.
We gonna leave it at that, all right? But
chin in the air.
I bring that up because Drake been at the top of the game for a long time. He took a loss, but he been at the top, just like Canelo. Canelo been at the top, dominating the sport of boxing for a long time. Even when he took a loss to Bivol, he still was the king of boxing. Like, people always had him as the face of boxing. He fought Jamie Munguia last night, won a pretty easy fight. He did whatever he wanted to do. The main question is Canelo falling off? Sid, you can start it off.
I don't like to use the word falling off. I just think time is playing a part, bro. You can't, no matter who you are, what you are, you can't beat time. I just don't like to use the word falling off. I just think he's
like disrespectful.
Yeah, it's kind of the same falling off as disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say I feel like guys like Broner falling off. But Canelo, he's putting his work. He has mileage. You know what I'm saying? He has to me, he has one more great fight. After that, you're gonna see you'll definitely see Father Time catching up on him. It has nothing to do with age, but like I said, he's been battle tested. He has some great miles on him.
So, Josh, from your perspective, you watched the fight last night. Would you say Canelo was carrying Jamie Munguia? That's like the Twitter talk right now.
Well, I saw what Terrence said. Terrence said that he was carrying him, but I mean, he did hit him with that clean uppercut. Took his whole head off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Put him on his ass. And I don't know, like, it just felt like he wasn't like the old Canelo. He was just picking the shots and just trying to knock him out with a clean shot. But Munguia just got like a fucking solid chin.
Like, Mexican, bro.
Yeah, I feel like when I was watching, I see people say he was carrying him. Like, no disrespect to Canelo, but I would say it. I think he's falling off. And the reason why I will say he's falling off, I think he's too comfortable at his spot, and I think he's not challenging himself to put on better performances. I feel like after he fought Charlo, Charlo didn't come to fight. Jaime did. Jaime came to fight last night, but he didn't do nothing different than what he was doing against Charlo. He did the same thing. 1 or 2 punches, post, catch a couple shots, 1 or 2 punches. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing different. So to me, I'm not going to say he was carrying him because the way he was hitting him, I ain't never we sparred before.
Yeah,
It's a couple of times we have hard sparring. You carried me through spar. You don't carry me throwing bombs.
Nah.
That's not what carrying means. I just think that as great as Canelo still is, he's not as unbeatable as he used to seem.
What about when you hit him with the body shot? He didn't follow up.
because that's what he's doing right now. He's satisfied with what he's doing in the ring.
One
It's
shot
like
at a
before, it's like Canelo will hit you and jump on you. It's not even about like throwing a lot of punches. It's like he used to smell blood. He dropped Jaime. It was at the end of the round, so he got a chance to recover. But he came out the round in round 4, round 5, the same way he started round 1. Waiting on him. Let me see what he's gonna do. He don't seem like that killer no more. I don't mean that, if you fight him, he's not gonna knock your ass out. But it gotta just come from one shot. Like he's not looking for it.
I think he's too patient now.
Yeah, I mean,
way too patient.
a lot of things plays a part, right? The fact that again he has over 60 fights now.
65. I think 65.
He's been pro since he was 15, bro. So like I said, he has mileage on him. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, he is making. I mean, comfortability plays a part. He's making millions and millions. So it's like I feel like for him, he don't have to go for the kill. He's gonna if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. He knows he's gonna beat you. He knows he can throw 1 or 2 shots and still get the W. He's gonna still walk home with $80+ million. And after that, I just think, like I said, I just don't want to use the word falling off. I just think time is done, bro. For him, it's kind of. I mean, if we see it as that he's young, he's still young. He's what, 35? 33?
Young, bro.
Yeah, we see it as him being.
But it's
young.
almost a 20-year professional.
That's what I'm
career.
saying. He's been pro since he was 15 with over 60 fights right now. Yeah. Time is done, bro. He had the
multiple
injuries.
weight classes. He's fighting people that's bigger than him.
Exactly,
too, so.
bro. He's only 5'8".
Yeah,
he's taking Garcia. He's a big dude, he's strong, but that's still he's not fighting a little weight class. He's fighting a big weight class. That's a lot of even if we see him not taking punishment to the head, punishment to the body, punishment to the arms, to the shoulders. Those even to the legs.
The sparring, you got to spar big guys too.
Spar, and he's sparring heavyweights. Light heavyweights. Yeah. Like that's a lot of mileage on him, bro. I wouldn't say he's falling off. His time is done. It's done. He got one more fight, which is we already know who he got to fight next. Yeah. I mean, maybe 2, but
he said he want to fight for 4 more years.
Yeah,
he probably think about that money.
Yeah, 4 more years. If you fight he can fight 4 more years. Yeah, one fight here.
He can fight Charlo. He can fight Benavidez. Yeah, not Benavidez. He can fight Berlanga. He has a lot of fights. A lot of easy fights. That's what I'm saying.
Berlanga. I'm not gonna front. Berlanga's an easy fight.
Berlanga. If it's not Benavidez, next is Berlanga.
He's supposed to fight Playing, right?
Who? He fought playing.
You talking about Edgar Berlanga? Nah, you just calling him out.
Man, he fight. I mean, that's an easy fight for him. That's a check. That's a cool check. Then he fight Benavidez. That's a big check. I mean, if he wants a rematch with Bivol.
That's a big check, and it can be, which I was just going to be my next question. Like, how do we feel that fight's going to go? Like, I started off, asked me this question 2 years ago. I'm like, that tough man style not going to work on Canelo because you're going to just work into some heavy shots. Jamie Munguia took a lot of heavy shots last night. I don't know if if Benavidez is as durable as him, but I think Benavidez could take a shot. Benavidez is way better than Jamie Munguia. It's not even close. He's way better than Jamie Munguia. The activity is better. He's sharper. He actually throws educated combinations. He's not just like throwing to throw. Jaime was just throwing. True. He was just throwing, so it was easy for Canelo to just, all right, he's going to throw a 1-2, 3-2, body. That's easy. Benavidez don't throw like that. So as much as I do favor Canelo to win, after watching last night, that power got to show up for Canelo.
Yeah.
He going to have to put Benavidez down. He not going to be able to walk to a 12-round decision against him.
Nah. So, I mean, look. I mean, you already know me. I judge you off your last performance. I can't judge you off of maybes and shit like that. But pretty much the fight went the way I said it would, though. I feel like he had too much respect for Munguia as a Mexican. Fighting Cinco de Mayo to I just didn't feel like he was gonna go for the kill. I told you that 2 days before the fight, day before the fight. But I mean, I'm hoping maybe if you fight Benavidez, it's a different. You might get that old Canelo back because that seems like a more personal fight. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Where everyone's talking, everyone's talking shit. Everyone's saying he's afraid, he's ducking, he's this and that. You already know the build-up for that press conference is gonna be crazy because Benavidez is gonna talk his shit,
and they're gonna have that story. You were scared to fight
exactly.
him. So I had to pay you all the money in the world to fight me.
Yeah. So I feel like I said, I usually go off of your last performance. If you're going off his last performance, I don't see him being Benavidez like that. But I will hope that I was I was right in saying he had the respect for Munguia to not go and kill him, and just say that he should for Benavidez he actually shows up and actually goes for that kill, and then we might see a different Canelo where he is making a miss and he is coming back with that combinations like he fought when he fought on Triple G the second time.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I'm hoping that can happen. If not, then that might be his last fight. To be honest,
it's gonna be tough. So Josh, I want to ask you, for a fight like that, Benavidez versus Canelo, do you think that's a fight that's gonna get interest from the casual fans, the people who don't really know who the hell these people are?
I mean, casual fans that like Canelo. You mean like who really likes Benavidez? That's like a casual fan.
Who knows Benavidez? That's the question.
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I mean Benavidez ain't Ryan. Ryan Garcia. I mean, you need a better dance partner for Canelo. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of Spanish people that's gonna watch this fight.
Yo, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot of ding ding ding.
Yeah,
the after party's about to be crazy though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's my big problem about this fight. Like the type of money that Canelo's asking for. I'm pretty sure there's some investors, there's some big wigs out here that got the bread to give. But another question, I gotta ask you this because you know more the business side of boxing. Do you think that 150 or the 200 that he's asking for is gonna be well spent? Like, you think they're gonna make that money back?
I mean, if they do, to be honest, they can. I'm not gonna say it's dumb to spend. They really can. They just have to pick the right arena and the right day. We all know the day plays a huge part. That's why I feel like.
So with Mexican Independence weekend, UFC booked out the Sphere in Vegas on that same day.
Ooh.
So if they fight let's say they fight in September, that's a problem right there already.
I mean, is it? It might be a problem for UFC.
They probably put Conor in there. Conor's gonna fight in the summer, so the first fight is probably gonna be like a John Jones or it's gonna be something big. So actually, the same question: is that 150 gonna be well spent?
Nah, no. I'll be honest. The only way I see them making that money back is if they say, you know what? All right, let's respect the UFC and just not try to even compete and say, and make actually make the real announcement and say, you know what? Next year on this day, because now, contracts are signed. Next year on this day, regardless if it's Cinco de Mayo again or maybe, next year for Mexican Independence Day and say like, yo, the contracts are signed for this day, right? That's that. Then yeah, but if they go head to head with UFC, I'm not gonna lie, that's a gamble. It can happen, or it can be a failure because now splitting at that point you kind of splitting the pocket.
Canelo is a huge name though, because Canelo celebrities. I don't know about this fight. I didn't see the crowd, but celebrities go out for Canelo.
Celebrities go out for Conor too. So if they don't have Conor on it, then yeah, Canelo's good. But if they do have Conor, bro, you telling people to pick which fights you rather go to. To be honest,
you going in that big ass Sphere where I don't even know how they gonna do a fight.
Exactly. So I mean, know. You know what though? Nah, I'm gonna take that back. I think Canelo still I think Canelo still sells out. You know why? Because yeah, Conor is a big name, but bro, his last couple fights been trash.
And that all depends on how he does in his next fight when he fights Michael Chandler.
Exactly. So even if I'm not gonna front people. If you have to say like, yo, all right, Conor fights on Independence, Mexican Independence Day. Canelo fights on Mexican Independence Day.
The Mexicans gonna go for
It's not even that though. I think even the celebrities don't go like, bro. We've seen Conor's last 2-3 fights. It's kind of been ass water. I'm not no disrespect to him, but it's kind of been ass water, bro. Yeah. I want to see people want to see the Canelo and the Benavidez fight. Okay. If you're a fight fan, you're going to see Canelo versus Benavidez. In your mind, you're like, I've never seen them fight. You never seen. This is not a rematch. This is the fight we've been calling for. You're gonna go. People haven't been calling for Conor McGregor, bro. This is just return to
he's
UFC.
Been calling for himself.
Exactly. Yeah. This is just not coming back. Cool. That's great. You're coming back, but nobody was checking for Conor, bro. We thought he was done and making movies. Yeah. Like this is a surprise.
It's still Canelo's time.
100%.
Speaking of Canelo, speaking of the Mexicans, going to see big fights. Yeah, Ryan Garcia. He just had a big ass fight. failed multiple drug tests. You know, at first he failed the A sample.
Right.
They didn't put the official news out yet, but they sent the B sample. Apparently the B sample was worse. They got some other shit in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, apparently there's some other shit in there.
Oh my
god.
So, Josh, you start off with this. You know, being a fight fan, how did you feel when you just woke up, checked your phone, and seen Ryan Garcia fail the drug test?
I felt like it was false news. You know, I felt like people were just hurt that they lost so much money because Ryan won. They thought like Ryan was crazy and they wanted Devin to win. Even when you watch it back, like you look at the ref and all that stuff, it kind of looked like he was just like on Devin's side, and it just looked wrong to me. And it's like other stuff to it too. Like they're saying that it's, what is it, like 72 hours, right? And like the news came out like even past that. So it's kind of like that kind of like irks me a little bit about that shit. It's
The
like,
timing of everything.
yeah. And then I feel like people were just mad about the money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, me and Sid was talking about it. We already won our money. They ain't getting any money.
They ain't getting that back.
I ain't win jack.
They're not getting that back.
I
Good
need my
luck,
money
hey.
back already.
I need my money back.
Sid, how you felt when you seen that?
Don't get me wrong. When I seen it, it was like parts of me was like, damn, like a little disappointed. But then I started looking at the timeline, bro. Like drug tests don't take that long to come back. Like all right. Let's put it this way, right? They said throughout the camp he tested negative.
Yeah,
right.
Every test
was negative. He took a test day before the fight.
So for the people who never fought before professionally, let them know how it is like when you get tested before your fight and stuff like that.
It's simple. It's just you either get some. It depends on the level of depends on the commission, stuff like that. Where you do blood samples, you do urine samples, right? You do it before the fight, and then you would do it. And again, it depends on the commission. You would do it after you fight. I mean, as soon as you're done fighting, they come out, they test your they have you take your urine sample, and then tests come back. It don't take long. It come back within 72 hours, 48 hours, something like that. It don't take 5 days. It don't take 7 days. It don't take a week. The fact that it was 2 weeks later, right? It was a week and a half, 2 weeks later.
Yeah, about there.
Then, the test came back positive 2 weeks later. It don't take
a weight cutting drug.
Exactly. It don't take that long. And on top of that same night, wasn't Devin on ESPN?
That was what I was going to ask you about. The timing of the interview.
Exactly, right? And then on top of that, then Devin posted, he made a retweet saying they got the test back or something like that. They knew about it or whatever like that.
They just didn't announce it.
Exactly. So that make sense.
Why are you saving the announcement?
Exactly.
So I'm not like one of the conspiracy guys. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
I'm not.
The one thing that had me kind of like, hold up, is why are you holding the announcement for an interview?
Hey, thank you.
Even for an interview, that's only 4 minutes. Also,
thank you. It was not long.
You're not gonna get no publicity off of that. But that's when I was confused. The one thing I will say is, being a fan of boxing and mixed martial arts, it's easy for fighters to fail drug tests when they're just not paying attention to what they're putting in their
100%.
body. So, for me seeing Ryan Garcia, this is a guy that was drinking every night before the fight, which to me, on a mental standpoint, he was self-sabotaging himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he would have lost to Devin, he would have said, yo, I was drinking every night, this and that. I don't know he's responsible enough to be like, yo, Vada, I'm having a hard time making weight, so I'm about to take this so I can lose the extra couple pounds or something. This is supposed to help me sweat or something. I don't know, whatever. It could be anything. Oh, I'm protein something. I don't know. I don't think he's responsible enough to send something in.
He's not. He's
All
irresponsible.
Right. Now, let's say if he did it and they set him up. Why would they set up Ryan Garcia to help Devin Haney, who's a black Muslim kid, who doesn't have exciting fights, who doesn't, have high pay-per-view numbers. 100%. He had the controversial win against Lomachenko. Don't sell tickets. Why would they put in the fix for him to get the loss removed from his record? That's just what I don't get. I don't know, maybe, Ryan was really taking down the Illuminati, and the Illuminati's like, hold on. But I just don't get why. Like, usually boxing doesn't favor the type of person that Devin Haney is.
Ryan, it's not even that, and Ryan's a bigger star. Like, it is what it is.
Him winning was better for boxing.
It really was better.
I know it hurt people's pockets, but
it was better. It ain't hurt my pockets. It actually helped. But I mean, that's the part where it's like it's a back and forth for me. Where it's like, no disrespect to Devin, but in terms of like superstardom, like Ryan is past Devin.
He's that guy.
He's that guy. Just not even we talking about. We're not talking about skill. We're talking about just superstardom. Like he has his fans. But then I don't know. It's kind of weird because like I said, they waited 2 weeks. They waited, then Devin putting out that post saying he already they already knew about that. Then doing the interview, and it's like kind of like I don't know if I'm just talking from a personal level. If I found out someone tested dirty, bro, I'm posting the ASAP. Like, yo, nah, and I'm not even doing the interview. I'm suing, bro. Something's happening. I'm not looking like I'm suing. I'm suing you. I'm suing whoever else I gotta sue. The commission, the VADA, whoever I gotta sue. But I mean, we're not in that circle, so we really don't know what's happening. We don't know if Ryan pissed off the wrong people, and they trying to screw him over, or we don't know if there's a reason why they was holding it off. But like you said, the B sample came back dirtier.
With something else, yeah. I mean, they didn't officially announce the news. That's just the talk on Twitter. And Ryan was like, "Nah, fuck this. I'm gonna go sue."
So yeah, he's like,
something happened.
Now when I saw that, I was just like, I put my phone back down. I was like, all right. I guess I don't know. Listen,
that's gonna be the build up
for the next fight.
So that's another thing too, right? Where it's like, maybe that can be a thing where it's like, all right, fine, they erased his O, but then again, they don't want to do the rematch though. Ryan said he don't want to fight. Devin said he don't want to fight. Yeah. So even the rematch for that, like it would be different. I think I would understand more if they both said like, yeah, nah, or Devin said like, yeah, I want my rematch. That's like, oh, I can see where this went. I can see like, yo, they made a lot of money off the first one. Now they trying to make double the money off of this one.
Because the second fight gonna be big.
Crazy.
Yeah,
and then they're gonna go off the whole like, oh, you tested dirty, I'm gonna beat, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, did both of them want to fight? So it's like, what's like, I don't know. It's a weird thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird unless
you're
in that
things
camp.
I wanted to stay out of.
Yeah.
Just see how it unfolds.
Kind of just, that's why I didn't have much opinion. I just told people, people have asked me, I just said, man, you're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
I have no size in this fight. To be honest, I really don't care.
Yeah.
To be honest, so
I hope they don't treat him like John Jones or something.
What?
Treat that boy like John Jones. Like
I mean,
Ryan.
John Jones is wilder than Ryan Garcia, but that's
Ryan
a whole
was
nother
doing
conversation.
bro. He was doing coke and doing
we don't know what Ryan be doing, man.
Nah, but we know what John Jones.
We know what
is.
John
Exactly.
be doing.
We don't know what Ryan, but we know what John Jones be doing.
We know what John be doing.
But we was talking about defending somebody. Tank has been on Twitter defending Ryan Garcia.
I know he pissed off.
I mean, he did say, "Yo, if I find out you cheating, I'm
beat you."
But
fuck you up.
That was weird to me because like Tank is not really a vocal person like that.
He's not.
And to me, what I got out of it is like, yo, I hate Devin Haney so much that I see where this is going. They're gonna take this away from Ryan and just make, Devin get back that status. Fuck that. They trying to do some funny shit. I ain't really fucking with it.
Honestly, I'm seeing something because I saw Tank was talking about it a little bit, and I have to like look back at it, right? I mean, Ryan always had a huge fan base, but that was social media. That was TikTokers and influencers and stuff like that. But the boxing world never used to really talk on Ryan like that. Let's be honest. We never talk about it. People really start talking on Ryan and talking shit about Ryan when Tank start talking shit about Ryan. Yeah. So I think with Tank,
he did say something like that.
Yeah, with Tank, I think he's like, I think he spoke about it, but it's more of like, yo, no one's talking shit about Ryan till I made it cool to talk shit. So it's kind of weird that y'all kind of poking at him and talking shit and making him seem like he's a bad guy. But before I say anything, y'all wasn't doing all that. So I feel like he wanted to defend him on that scale, because you don't see Ryan as like really a bad guy and stuff like that. It was a fight build up. Everyone still ran with it. So I think that's why he was defending him. But that's also why he said, "I'm defending you, and if I find out you was cheating, I'm gonna fuck you up." And Tank means that. He mean that. But I mean, listen, Tank will be Tank. And it goes a part where he doesn't like Devin, and I think everything just is in one circle. It's just one whole thing.
Pick up the phone, Dirt.
I don't think it has anything to do with. I mean, yeah, he don't like Devin because I think of Bill. That's about it.
Yeah, Bill Haney been talking crazy.
It's Bill, bro.
I'm surprised he said a little something, but he hasn't been talking like that no more. He stopped.
Who, Bill?
Yeah, he
Well,
stopped.
yeah, his son just got his damn beat up.
He
Would
did
you
a little
keep talking?
live. He did a little live.
Yeah, but that live was so fake. He was smiling too hard. He was smiling. He was like, "Listen, we post when we win. We post when we lose."
Yeah.
You were
Yeah,
crying
but he
on the
hasn't been
inside.
posting no more though.
Exactly.
Like, so,
Radio silence.
And yeah, it was weird for me to see Tank defending him. I thought Tank would have just sit quiet, but that's a good point what you made, defending his image, because he was like, bro, this was not how y'all used to talk about Ryan. But
That's a fact.
I mean, Tank, he just had his press conference with Frank Martin.
Oh, that was good.
The fight is a month away, but we could do like a little early prediction breakdown. I'm just starting off with this, Josh. Do you think this is a competitive fight?
No.
Well, you guys are actually real boxers.
Nah, but you can say your point.
For me, I mean, as a casual watching, I'm hyped for this. You know what I'm saying?
But what makes this fight like so hype for you?
I mean, it's because, I heard something like, it's like it's been a minute since Tank fought a dark-skinned fighter, and they think like that's gonna be...
This is what you were saying earlier, and I was like, hold on, save it for the podcast. Nigga, what? What that don't got nothing to do with boxing?
Man, the athleticism is different. It's coming a little, explosion. Come on.
So wait, that's really they saying Tank ain't fighting nobody dark skin?
I mean,
Or did you
I
just make that up?
heard that shit in the press conference, like when how they be shouting shit out, and then and then Tank just waved it off. He was like, nah, that's nothing.
But I mean, everything. You be random shit too.
I mean, but hey, let's be real though. Come on.
I mean, all right, fine.
Let's be real.
All right, you want to say that, right? He hasn't fought anyone dark skin. Name me another dark skin fighter on his level.
That's good. I'm
at
telling you something.
135.
I know y'all dark skin, but listen, right now in boxers, a lot of light skin.
That's what I said. Shakur ain't dark
Take
skin,
it
bro.
over.
I was gonna say Shakur if we gonna let him
He
pass.
ain't dark skin, bro.
Keyshawn the only dark skin nigga right now.
He only got like 10 fights.
Yeah, he not on that level yet.
Thought about that.
What about Abdul?
Who?
Abdul Mason.
Boy, he has like 5 fights, bro. He is
just
new.
turned pro.
That boy's a baby.
That boy sharp.
He gonna die.
That boy
Tank,
sharp.
man.
Yeah, fight Tank.
He ain't ready. I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. That boy's good. I like
He's
him.
nice,
He's
yeah.
sharp, but he ain't ready. It's still experience, man. He's still new. He's very much new.
I mean, he ain't green.
You know what?
Compared to Tank, yes.
At the press conference, it probably was somebody from Frank team that shouted that out, probably trying to fuck with him. It's like a weird insult. Like, I know the jokes, dark skin versus light skin, but in the fight, that shit only mean the light skinned person just bruise easier.
That's really what it is, bro.
That shit don't mean nothing.
I mean-
It's a lot of dark skinned people that's soft. There's a lot of light skinned people that's crazy. You gotta watch out for them. A lot of times it be a lot of times it be the light skinned people where it's like that one light skinned quiet kid. It's like, yo, watch out for him, bro.
Tank is a perfect example. He light skinned. He kind of crazy, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
So I said for that same fight, like for the boxing standpoint, somebody who actually fought before, somebody who actually, in the sport, does this fight excite you?
nope, not at all. I mean,
Cap.
nah. It don't excite me. I mean, it's dope. I mean, for me, I like seeing guys like Frank getting their shine. Like you already know me, man. I like to see like he's an underdog. He's a huge underdog. So I like to see him get his chance. Do I think he has a chance? No. But I'd like to see him. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, anything can happen in boxing. He ain't no slouch. But at the same time, skill wise, I don't think he's on Tank's level. But listen, we have seen some big upsets over the years of boxing. Anything can happen. But am I excited about this fight? No. But this is Tank's first fight since Ryan. And then, he went to jail for 3 months, 9 months.
Or something like that.
Something like
He
that.
had house arrest.
Yeah.
It was a lot of drama behind Tank. So this is his first fight back. So it being Frank it's a good, I don't want to use the word, it's not an easy fight, but it's still a good fight compared to
Comeback fight.
Yeah, it's a good comeback fight compared to who he can fight next.
Who's available?
Exactly. And Frank is available. But am I excited about this fight? No. I think Tank start touching that body early.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I see a mid-round stoppage, man.
Yeah, I'm betting on that. I've been betting on everything. But I'm betting he gonna
Stop, man. Because last night,
listen,
I mean, mid-round stoppage, man. It's gonna be a stop.
Mid-round?
I feel like
yeah.
the thing that I see about Frank Martin with I feel like the casual fans need to understand, like, when you're looking at fighters on the come up, yeah, we call them knockout artists and stuff like that. Yeah, this guy got so much power and stuff like that.
But who he knocked out?
Notice as the competition gets higher, fights start getting longer. He went 10 rounds this time. He went 12 rounds this time. Oh, yeah, he dropped the guy, but this guy actually got up and he couldn't stop him. Oh, this guy gave him a harder time. It's because the more you fight, if you got, if you're doing the right things, every fight should be a tougher opponent.
100%.
You might have power, yeah, but some other dudes might quit. Some other dudes might make mistakes when you can really crack them. Then when you get higher, you might not be able to land that shot that you knock everybody else with. So now you got to find the knockout.
Yeah. Keith Thurman.
So, that's actually a good-ass point. That's a good-ass point. You got to find the knockout or you got to show us something else. I'm happy you brought up Keith Thurman because one thing that Keith Thurman does, if he can't knock you out, okay, I'm jumping around the ring. I'm going to get my win this way.
He's talking about jumping.
Nah, he jumped. Yeah, his movement is so ugly. That's what he does. He jumps around the ring.
I hate that.
Yeah, they can't catch him, though. That shit works.
They can't catch him. He wins.
So
he does
what I've noticed with Frank Martin as he stepped up, he's doing the same thing in every fight, and it's just not working no more. To me, what I've seen, he fights in a straight line. Mm-hmm. He can fight. He can throw punches going forward. He can throw punches going backward. But once movements start to happen, he can't punch. He can only get away, and he can't even really defend correctly when you start moving around. He's just a straightforward back and forth fighter. And I feel like even if he didn't fight Tank, he fight any of these top dudes, it's gonna make him look bad. It's just he's not getting the right development as a fighter. And it's fucked up that his first fight is against Tank.
Bro.
It's the wrong person to develop against. It's not gonna be no development. This is actually gonna be a step back because it's hard to learn against certain people. It's not like you fight a Mayweather. Well, even Mayweather's hard to learn too because he might shut you out 12 rounds.
Easy.
Yeah,
He will.
Yeah. Certain fighters is like you lose, but it's like, I put up a good fight. I learned something from it. I don't think he's gonna learn nothing from Tank.
Nah.
Nothing?
No.
I don't think so.
Not
bro.
a damn thing?
Yeah,
I don't think so. I could be wrong. It's boxing.
That's a good thing to learn.
Listen, it's boxing, but it's just timing, bro.
It's
like
bad. It's just not. It's not good. It's not a good step up. Like it went from him climbing the ladder to like just him jumping like 12 feet in the air, bro. It's not.
I mean, come on now. The last guy that he fought was I believe he was Olympian, right?
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, that's a good point.
Who's the last one?
His name is Artem.
And that's the same dude that's Shakur fighting.
But listen to this. You see how you brought that up, right? The last dude he fought was an Olympian. He had a hard time with him.
He did have a hard time, but maybe you learned from that.
But listen to what I'm saying. Tank fought an Olympian. He fought Hector Pedraza, Jose Pedraza. That was his first time fighting an Olympian.
Yeah.
He was a gold medalist. What did he do to him?
Say it.
That was one of his best performances.
Say it with me. Say it with me.
It was a little.
No, say it with me.
It was
no,
a good
say
stop.
With me. He stopped him.
That's my whole point. Certain fighters, when they step up, you can see, okay, they're ready for this. And certain fighters, when they step up, it's like, all right, hold up. You might have to pull you back a little bit, and then. But now the way boxing is, they're trying to make their money. We can't pull Frank Martin. You don't sell tickets. We can't give you 3-4 easy fights to develop you. You got to just fight whatever. If you get the call, you got to answer. Yeah. So this is why, for me, I'm not excited for this fight at all.
Nah.
Like, I'll watch this fight because it's Tank. But if it was like, if I wasn't doing this podcast, I was going to just watch the highlights in the morning. But because I know I'm going to have to talk about it, I'm going to watch the fight when it happens. But this is a skippable fight. To me, quote me on it.
No, the only reason I won't say it's a skippable fight, like I said, this is Tank's first. Like I said, we only watch it because of Tank. We didn't watch it because of Frank Martin, bro. But I kind of want to see how Tank performs and just his mental state. After again, the last fight was Ryan. That was what, a year ago? Yeah, how long ago that was? April. So that was
over a year.
Yeah, over a year ago.
Then they fight in June.
Exactly. Damn. Yeah, so it was over a year ago, and then you know what I'm saying, him being in jail,
going through stuff,
house arrest, turn Muslim. Like I just want to see his mindset. Like let's just see what happens. Like let's just see is he gonna stop him early? Is he gonna stop him late? Is he gonna stop him in the middle? Like,
is he gonna lose? Is he gonna get stopped? Who knows?
I'm saying we just don't know because going off topic, it's another example. We watching on what's his name, Deontay Wilder. Deontay is no longer fighting demons. We seen the difference. You know what I'm saying? When Deontay was that killer, it was that he was that killer. He was looking for the kill. Now we see him his last fight. He said he went through Where he went
ayahuasca. He did
ayahuasca, and he
and
found what he found, which is great from him. I'm not even gonna take that take that away from him. That's great from him.
because them demons
Love
in
that.
boxing ain't no
That's
joke.
what I'm saying. But once you lose those demons in boxing, you don't know what else you fighting for. You sometimes you lose those demons, you gotta find another reason to box. Guys like Deontay that have those demons, sometimes that's all it was in boxing for, was to keep fighting those demons. You fought those demons, you won. Now it's like, what am I boxing for?
Tank from the streets.
That don't mean nothing.
That ain't gonna leave.
But Tank did say in the press conference, he said there's been a lot of shit going on, and then he got to feel it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
said
that's
that.
another thing too. So Tank,
said
you already know when Tank
He's
say
still
that,
on
Tank
that time.
mean that.
Yeah.
He's still on that
Whatever time Tank brings all his emotions to the fight in a smart way though.
Yeah.
He brings it in, like he said, man. I know I saw him on Twitter. He said, if that's your mama, your mama was saying front row, you gonna feel that. She gonna feel that.
Yeah.
So Tank on different timing. I love it. I just want to see it though. I want to see it.
He ain't doing much praying. I'll tell you that much. He ain't doing much of that. None of that.
Hey man.
So we stay on the topic of Tank real quick. He been on Twitter, tweeting at everybody. So he started a new war with somebody that's been warring with everybody.
Oh my God.
It's unfortunate. I mean, we
my
spoke about her before on the podcast. We spoke about Claressa Shields, for those who don't know. We spoke about her, about fights and stuff like that. But this time, we try to stay away from the shit that she do online, but we going to talk about it.
All right.
Claressa is just challenging all the male boxers. She's challenging them. You little, this, and that. Now, Josh, you can start off with this. When you see Claressa tweeting saying she could beat Keith Thurman, she'd give Triple G a run for his money, when you see her saying stuff like that as a fan of boxing, like what's going through your head when you're reading those tweets?
Why not the same guy that tested Ryan test her?
Ooh, test stuff for drunk?
Her shit came back a little late. It's real late. Let's be real now.
She on
some?
man.
Sid.
Listen,
I know.
man,
Hold on. I know you gonna go in.
You know how I
know you gonna go
feel,
in. But this
bro.
what I'm gonna just say first, right? It's unfortunate that she worked this hard. Amateurs, 2-time gold medalist, only one amateur loss, 3-division champion, 2-time undisputed, 3-division champion going down. She did shit in boxing that might never be done again. I know the women's side of boxing is different. They don't have as much fighters, but still, we can't take away none of those belts. She got those belts at home. We can't take those belts away from her.
That's fact.
It's just unfortunate that instead of taking women's boxing to another level, she focused on trying to tear down the men. And that's where I have a problem, because you can always say, yo, Keith Thurman, I like your style. Can I come to the gym and train with you? I can spar with you. I can learn something, instead of, I beat his ass. It's just straight disrespect.
You know how it is.
No, I don't.
Nah.
You know how it is.
What?
How it is?
When you dating, I don't want to get into that.
Nah, you say it.
I mean, when you dating a black woman, it's a little, like I told you before, is when you dating them, it's a little combative. The relationship is a little combative, and they always want to be the driver in the relationship. So they want to show you that they, can do it themselves.
But that's different if y'all together. A black woman don't walk down the street and see a random man and say, hey.
I'll fuck you up.
They don't do that. Whatever you got going on in your relationship, that's your relationship.
Look,
this is different.
I just think she has a lot of resentment towards a lot of people. I really don't. This is not a black. This is not a white. I just really think she just had a lot of resentment. Because like we said, we can't take away her accolades, bro. She has done so much in the sport of boxing, from female and male perspective. She has done a lot. Like you said, she's a 3-time undisputed. She has gone down, which we've never seen. We've never seen a man start from the top. We have seen it go up.
Yeah,
but we talking about go down, reverse it.
Division champion, nobody's doing.
Talking about and 2-time gold medalist, like, because how many gold medal and the guys, bro? We just saw.
She's the last American gold medalist.
Exactly, but we already know having a gold medal sometimes don't mean nothing. Lomachenko, 2-time gold medalist, took his first loss as second pro fight. We just saw a dude that beat Shakur for his gold medal.
He lost his first.
He lost his first pro. You know what I'm saying? So being a gold medalist, a 2-time gold medalist, that don't mean nothing once you get to the pros. But she's keeping that. She is like I said, 2-time gold medalist, 3-time undisputed. She's beating all any woman you call you name. She's beating them, or she's going to beat them.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. But the thing is, I feel like she's has some type of resentment because she's not getting the recognition that she feels like she deserves. And honestly, too, I feel like she deserves it as well.
Yeah.
Like Kay Taylor is a great fighter, and she's one one of my favorite female fighters. But her accolades don't match up to Clarissa's.
Don't.
And she still makes
#1 pound for pound and make way more money.
That's one for
even
me.
close.
I don't understand. Even that was kind of disrespectful. I don't understand how you #1 pound for pound on a female perspective, but Claressa
It was #3.
#3, who's a 3-time undisputed in several weight classes. Make that make sense.
If it was on the man's side, she would have been #1 pound for pound easy. Because look at Loma.
Easy.
Loma got to #1. He got up there quick.
Exactly.
Quick. It was people up there with like mad fights, and that's what all the boxers was like. Yo, how the hell Loma #1?
Exactly. So I feel like she does it. So she's shown her resentment towards that, and I think she's lashing out in the wrong way towards the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and she, as soon as you say anything against her, she quick to call you a hater. She quick to do all that, and then she's quick to rub the whole. Even just recently, when she tweeted how many people have touched on a goal twice. It's like, bro, as once you hit the pros, we don't care. Like I said, Lomachenko has hit gold medal twice, been beat 3 times.
It's a lot of Cubans that got gold medals that homeless.
Exactly. So to be honest,
dude that beat Floyd, that was gold medal, he was homeless.
Exactly.
He was on government assistance.
So once again, once you hit that, once in the amateurs gold medal, that's the biggest prize you can get. Once you get to the pros, bro, we don't care.
Hold up.
It's how much money you can make.
Only thing that helps out with it is just a better contract when you turn pro.
And when you turn pro. But after that,
you got to fight for everything else.
Exactly. If you can't keep that up,
They Kurt Angle. Remember Kurt Angle had the gold medal everywhere. They get
everywhere. You don't care.
You don't care about that gold medal.
I'm saying, so she tried to come at few people doing that. I know it was more like a dig towards Tank. It was a dig towards Tank in terms of like him never having a gold medal, him never winning the World Series. But at the end of the day, Tank don't give a fuck. You know why? Because he's still making millions where it counts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being a world champion at the amateur level, that only matters when you're an amateur. Once you turn pro, bro, I got bills to pay. How much money you making?
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, you saying she says she have clout and she doing this, doing that, but we saw her
at the fights.
all the way in the back.
That was
in the front.
That wasn't a good seat.
She
was on the floor though, but
her floor, yeah.
She probably look at the
Squint.
screen. She had to look at the screen.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like I said, I just think she's lashing out in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And I won't say I think she is lashing out the wrong way, and she's doing it the wrong. She's building a lot of hatred towards it, and that's not good. Yeah. A lot of fans, like the thing about it would be different if she was knocking a lot of females out.
Yeah.
If she was cleaning them out,
giving that Ann Wolf energy, knocking people out. She could have talked all the shit she want. She could have called out Keith Thurman, and it would have been like Ronda Rousey when she said she could be Floyd. They really had people like. She probably could be Floyd.
Exactly.
Because she was dominating people.
She was dominating.
So,
and it's different. If she was knocking people out, then people would pay to see her lose, pay to see her win. But the fact that she's not doing, bro, she's what?
People just not even paying.
She only has like 2 knockouts. And she's what, 12-0 or something like that?
They ain't paying. They ain't
watching.
They ain't legally streaming.
Hell no. They
ain't looking at the highlights.
Bro. Like I said, her accomplishments are great. I'm never gonna take that away from her. I'm never gonna speak down on her accomplishments, but her as a personality, it's trash, bro.
All right, but
trash.
Let's ask the real question. What about her music career?
She make music? I didn't even know she had a song.
She said she had a bar. And I'm gonna switch topics after this one. I just gotta leave it with this.
Let me hear this one.
She said broke bitches make my ass itch.
Trash.
She said that. He said what?
She needs Drake's ghostwriters.
Yeah, she did. She
needs somebody.
The whole team. The OVO
the whole team.
Trash.
69.
Trash.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. All right?
Trash.
So last thing we gonna finish off with. We talked about gold medals. We talked about Olympians.
Trash.
Hey man,
what you got? We got Lomachenko fighting this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting Kambosos. I actually forgot. I had to look at the list.
Yeah, I forgot about that fight.
It was horrible promotion.
But I mean,
Lomachenko is fighting George Kambosos. We talking about undisputed. We talking about gold medals.
Easy lick.
Very easy. But one thing I want to ask about Loma, because I feel like the breakdown, we could break down at the end for 1 minute. It's not a detailed breakdown, but not to sleep on Kambosos, but to sleep on Kambosos. It's not an easy breakdown. Not a hard breakdown, my bad. But with Lomachenko, we checked his box rep. We was going over it earlier. He might be the most privileged fighter ever. Now he does have good ass performances. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's a slouch. Lomachenko, he's that guy, Hall of Famer. Probably go down. This is a hard conversation, but to me, out of all the greatest boxers ever, top 30.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie.
Top 30. I ain't gonna say top 10. It's hard.
I ain't gonna lie. The 3 register. I thought you said top 3. I'm about to sit
leave?
up. Nah, y'all about to leave. Like, all right, my time is up.
I would say top 30. I'm not saying he will be number 30, but if I was to mention 30, but I can't name 29 boxers in the history of boxing that's better than Loma. Probably can't name 19 better than him.
I'll be honest. Top 30 is kind of
might be too high. Top 25. That's the best I would give.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like scratch.
I can't name 29 boxers better than Loma.
No, scratch. That's what I'm saying. Scratch all low. I think he is. Like, I'll be honest. Top 20.
His resume is lead.
20, but when we get to 20, for my knowledge of boxing, 20 is hard. It's a lot of.
But let's be honest though,
bro.
because I mean, age does play. Let's be honest. We're not gonna act like in boxing age doesn't play a part, regardless of if it's the amateurs or not. He does have.
He turned pro at 26.
Yeah, he turned pro at 26. He had close to 400, over 400 amateur fights. Like,
surgery.
Yeah, people saying like his amateurs, but bro, taking punch, a punch is a punch. Regardless of a punch is a punch. 400 times.
Getting swung at is
exactly. It's a lot,
people live their whole life. They got swung at maybe once.
Never swung at, never say. And they tell themselves, like, I'm never getting swung on again.
Yeah.
He's been doing it as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So age does play a part. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can sit here and say, oh, what if he turned pro at 23?
He probably wouldn't have been the same.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. But let's look at the run he's had and the way he has done it.
He's one of the greatest of all time.
It's one of the greatest of all time. So in my mind, I'm gonna say top 20, bro.
I don't know, man. I could probably say 20 people that's better than Loma. I'm not gonna try to do it on the spot.
I'm not saying that's what I'm saying.
I was gonna ask.
Nah, but that's a fact. We don't got that much time, but I could. But I
feel like I know. I feel like we can debate that.
Just real quick, you could say the 4 kings. You could talk about the 4 kings. You could talk about the greatest heavyweight fighters. You could talk about the great light heavyweight fighters. It's a lot of the names gonna just keep flowing and flowing and flowing and flowing.
It's true.
That's why I said 30. It's hard for me to put Lomachenko over certain people because of his short pro career.
Yeah.
Hypothetically,
if we talking about just skill for what he has done in the ring,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking.
Boxing evolved. So the way boxing has evolved, we never seen a Lomachenko. Yeah, we seen angles, but we never seen somebody do it the way he does it.
Yeah,
and dominate.
So if we're talking about skills, the most skillful people I've ever seen go in that ring, he gonna be in a 7 or 5, or top 7 or top 5.
That's what I'm thinking in my head.
Skill,
20.
but career, when we talking about greatest of all time, and
that's fair.
You got to talk about what you accomplished in the sport. Yeah. How long have you stayed at the top? And the skills factor into
the reason. One of the big things though, I would definitely say top 20. He was still undisputed though. Yeah. How many fighters we have known to be undisputed?
Yeah, but undisputed in this era is kind of Kambosos was undisputed.
I mean, he beat that guy fair and square.
Kambosos was undisputed.
He beat him fair and square.
It can't be
but
he beat him fair and square.
It's not like Bernard Hopkins being undisputed. Don't mean that you great. It just mean that you got the belts at the right time. Josh Taylor was undisputed.
Yeah. And he not no top 20, bro.
He ain't no top nothing. So that's what I'm saying. It's like undisputed. I ain't never.
This man is crazy.
Josh, I ain't want nothing.
He right though. I ain't gonna front,
he's not
bro.
top nothing. So we can just go right into Kambosos. He's about to fight a former. He's about to have a undisputed. Somebody that wants to be undisputed is fighting somebody that was undisputed. Who winning?
Man, he gonna bot. Man,
who winning?
Kambosos. I'm just playing.
Baby, look at that camera. So you playing?
I'm playing. My bad.
It's about to be an easy lick. That's an easy dub.
Easy. It's just so crazy that Loma could lose and get that belt. Oh, I'm only fighting for belts. He just lost.
Man, if he lose to Kambosos, bro. If he lose to Kambosos, I know he won't.
If he lose?
But you know what, though? We did say the same thing about Teofimo. If he lose to Kambosos, bro.
He lost him.
If he lose to Kambosos,
Australian power.
If he
I can't even
loses to
say that.
Kambosos, bro.
You can't even say that
Nah,
serious.
shout out to my Australians, but I got a couple Australian friends, man.
If he loses to
They
Kambosos,
gonna-
bro,
they
it's
gonna
done.
catch you on site.
Lomachenko was done. I'm not gonna lie, it's
He's
done.
done?
It's
But,
done, bro.
let's say he wins. He said his goal is to become undisputed. He don't want to do nothing else.
So who's gonna fight?
We got 3 other champions.
He gotta rack up the
Let's
belts.
just say
He got to fight Tank.
we fast forward to Sunday morning.
That's
He's
nice.
the IBF champion. Now WBO is either vacant or Navarrete is supposed to fight for it.
Somebody's fighting. I
WBO.
think somebody fighting for it. They fought for it
WBC,
already.
you got Shakur. WBA, you got
got
Tank. Let's say
Concussion.
me knowing how Bob Arum does business, he gonna get Navarrete. They gonna give him 2 belts.
He
Like I
definitely-
said, he got that
That's
privilege.
fine. That's fine.
He got to fight Shakur or Tank.
Nah, that's
after.
easy. That's fine. Because
Well,
guess what? Get the 2 belts, right? Get the belts
He
and
gotta-
fight Tank.
Listen, but we on top rank.
Oh, fine. Fight Shakur.
But Shakur's on his last fight, so you never know. It could be just as hard to make both fights.
Yeah.
But either or, can he beat Shakur or Tank at this point in his career?
Hell no. To be honest, no. The reason why, well, one, Shakur is nice. But Shakur, you already know Shakur gonna be moved. He ain't letting that happen.
He is. The angles ain't gonna work on him.
Ain't
gonna
gonna
turn
work.
with him.
He's moving too much. Shakur steps back, all that. He not. So even let's just
You know what it is? It's like the worst parts of both parts.
It
of
is.
boxing.
So,
You got
yeah, he
somebody
gets-
that could potentially knock you out. Somebody that could just make you miss all night.
all night. So,
I don't think Shakur can make Loma miss all night, and
No.
I don't think Loma is gonna be easy work for Tank.
Nah,
But at this point in his career and where they're at in their career, he can't beat them right now.
he not.
I can gladly say Loma
Not
can't
right.
beat them.
You said right now, like he about to get better. It is.
He can't beat them right. No, it's over. It's the time
yeah,
is
I was
over.
about to
The
say.
time.
Whatever belts he trying to
You
catch.
asked me this 4 years ago. Oh yeah, like Loma, both of them, same night. Maybe not same night.
I was
But
about to say. He
Saturday.
might have a headache.
He could probably beat one. If he fights Shakur first, he could have beat Shakur on
Oh, I was
Saturday.
about to say.
Fight Tank like on Wednesday, he could beat both of them.
So you're not giving Loma no
Nah,
against
not
those
right
guys?
now.
Shakur, against
Not right
Shakur,
now,
nothing.
bro. No.
Shakur is good, bro.
No.
I know Shakur gets a
You
bad
saw
rap.
what he did to Devin.
It's different.
It's different.
What Ryan did to Devin.
No,
Well,
but Ryan's a
but
little.
this
It's
what
a
I'm
different
saying.
beast.
Lomachenko
It's a
did
different
Devin.
person.
You think
Lomachenko
Ryan
did
would do that to Shakur?
You think Ryan would do that? Yeah.
Hell no.
Bro. Yo, we got. Like,
I mean.
Do what
listen,
to
listen,
Shakur?
listen.
You see how he
Ryan,
you see how he put in his fist? We gonna wrap up this podcast. Real soon.
Look.
We gonna
Wait.
go
Let me
outside in a
explain.
second.
Let me
All right.
explain. Let me
You finish it
explain.
off. Finish it off.
Son, listen. Ryan is God gifted, bro. That left hook
He
is
is.
crazy. Even though he looked kind of slow in that fight against
Okay.
Devin. That left hook is crazy, bro. And he could catch anybody with that
No,
shit.
I
okay.
don't think he could catch
No.
anybody with that because
No,
he
no,
ain't
no.
catch Tank with it.
Exactly. So now watch this, right? You know, you
That's-
understand
we
range?
can go into that, bro.
No, do
We
you
can
understand
go into
range? You
Do I
range,
understand?
right?
You know
No,
I don't
do you-
understand range. You my coach. I'm just playing.
Let me tell you something. What do you think beats a left hook or a jab?
A jab.
That's it right there.
That's it.
That's it right there.
Wait. But what Floyd
Listen,
say?
we
What
can't-
Floyd
we
say?
can't break down
Okay,
this
no,
fight
what
too much,
Floyd
Dave.
What Floyd
Floyd
say? Fighters always get knocked out with the hook because it's coming from the blind side.
Okay, cool. But guess what? Right? Shakur's a southpaw, right? He knows that hook is coming, right? On top of that, Shakur has one of the best ranges in fucking boxing.
The best, I would say.
The best. So how you gonna Shakur's gonna step back. How you catching him with a hook? He ain't Devin, bro. He not staying there with his right hand with his hand
No,
down.
he not.
He not staying there, bro.
He gonna trade for that left hook.
He ain't training nothing. He bank out. How you gonna catch him? You know his game plan. Ryan's footwork
Listen,
ain't that.
they ain't lined up to fight, so I don't want to break it down too
Exactly.
much. But I'm gonna just say this to close off.
Put that on the next episode, man.
I
got some things.
Man,
I got
on
some points.
camera, I will
Listen,
bet you
we
that
gonna,
money.
we gonna
if they
make sure.
ever-
You gonna make sure Kenny.
Don't
hates
bet
us.
me
Kenny
money,
hates
man.
Shakur.
Listen, hold
We
on.
gonna make sure Kenny.
If they
Kenny
ever
hates
hit,
Shakur.
fine. Matter of fact, I say right now, if they ever, let's put that money.
I was gonna say
Let's
a
put
joke.
money up right now. If they ever fight, I put $2,000 on it right now.
Man, I don't got $2,000.
He said, I don't got 2-0. nigga.
2-0, boy. You better stop playing with me.
Listen,
I'm gonna take out a loan for that.
just want to close it off. Listen, Future Legends Podcast 52. We all got Lomachenko winning. 100%.
100%.
100%. We got Lomachenko winning,
Stoppage.
but his dreams of becoming undisputed.
It's
it
done.
might not.
This ain't happening.
It's not happening. So, Future Legends Podcast, episode 52. We got Sid, we got Josh, we got myself. Thanks for listening, y'all. We out.
Yo.